How on earth is it possible that somehow God of War 3 has aged like fine wine? Yes, I know this might seem really random, but you gotta bear with me for a second, okay? I am just kind of random when it comes to that, okay? Whenever it comes to playing video games, I just kind of play whatever I feel like playing. And I saw it, and I decided to play it. What is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we are talking about the absolute gem that is God of War 3. But before we get into that, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, let's get into it. Last Saturday, for whatever reason, I was lucky enough to have that day off, and I decided I wanted to play something, but I didn't know what I wanted to play. And then I remembered, I had an epiphany, that last week, or I guess a week from that date, I decided to download God of War 3 Remastered. And I wasn't sure when I was going to play it. I kind of wanted to play it at that moment, but it was like a 40 gig download, so I was like, holy crap, this is huge. Like, what is going on here? So I just kind of forgot about it. And then, Saturday, I booted up my PS5 Pro, and it was there. It was waiting for me, and it was just staring back at me. It's like, are you going to play this? And I wasn't gonna. But, for whatever reason, I decided to change my mind, and I decided to play it, and oh my god, this game has aged beautifully, okay? There's just so many things in this game that are just so absolutely iconic. And it's crazy because Santa Monica, they went all out. They were truly trying to make the best God of War game they could make. They were trying to end this trilogy in a bang, or with a bang, however way you say that phrase. Don't judge me, I'm Hispanic. I remember beating this game a long time ago, back in 2010 when it released, which is insane because that's like 15 years, okay? March 16, 2010 is when this game came out. So next month, it'll be its 15-year anniversary. I remember buying it. I was so hyped for it. I mean, the game just looked incredible back then even. And I played it, I beat it, and I couldn't believe how it ended. I was genuinely shocked. I couldn't believe that they just decided to end the game with this insane cliffhanger. And that was it. That's all we got. Then a few years later, they decided to release God of War Ascension, which I guess a lot of people didn't like. I don't really understand why. I mean, I thought it was good. People didn't really like it. I don't think it sold very well. And then, we got the rebranding, the new take on God of War, which is God of War PS4. We went to Norse mythology, we went to go visit Thor and all those cool people, Loki, that kind of stuff. But going back to play this game, going back to play God of War 3, it's absolutely amazing how good it still looks. I mean, just the opening intro. I mean, it's just showing you Kratos' face. And back then it was in HD, but now it's like it's on the PS4, so it's like kind of sort of 4K-ish. I don't know, something. I'll try to see if I can look up some specs so I can show it on the screen. But looking at Kratos' face and looking at all of the definition, I was like, oh my god, this man looks like a real person. And we've seen this opening on a bunch of different consoles. We saw it on the PS2, we saw it on the PSP also, and now we got to see it on the PS3 and PS4 because it got remastered. And man, it still looks great, okay? I'm sorry, but I gotta give it to it. It still looks absolutely amazing. Just an iconic opening menu, okay? Then you get the first battle when you're scaling Zeus's mountain or whatever, Mount Olympus. You're scaling Mount Olympus, and you're on Gaia's back, and then she's getting attacked by like some crazy water crab horse demon thing. I don't know what the heck it is, but you're basically protecting her from getting attacked by this thing, and it turns out to be it's Poseidon. And you fight him, all this crazy stuff happens. I mean, just the whole fight is just so iconic. It just truly was a showcase to what the PS3 could do. And I mean, it just looked even better on the PS4. Like, I'm looking at this game, and if you look at it very closely, if you look at all the little details and nooks and crannies, it does look a little rough around the edges. But Remember guys, this is a PS3 game that got remastered for the PS4, and I'm playing it on the PS5, and it just looks so good. Just don't stare at anything for too long, because then you might be like, okay, it's a little ugly. But you know, even Kratos' character model, he looks insanely good. I mean, he looks unbelievable. He just looks like a big, gigantic, towering beast of a man, and he's just annihilating everything. He is just on a warpath, and he wants everyone dead, and that's exactly what he gets. You know, I was even remembering really random stuff that I used to like to do. Like, you know, whenever I would open up a chest and the orbs would come out, I would slap backwards on the stick so that like I can see like the orbs bounce and then they follow you. It's just really dumb things that I used to do. But, you know, we all have that one weird thing that we do for whatever reason. You know, we can't really explain it, but we just do it. And it's fun. It's dumb, but it's fun. Yeah. Weird. Yeah, I was just absolutely floored. I mean, I just got to Hades, you know, you get all your power stripped away, and then, you know, you gotta go through it again. Athena's over there harassing you, because, you know, she's freaking lame. And, you know, you're just kind of going through the game all over again. Trying to make your way back up, because the people, or the titans that were supposed to be helping you, kind of betray you because they were just using you as a pawn. Another huge bit of intel that you're just like, wow, I can't believe that really happened. But hey, you know, it just makes it so that Kratos is like, all right, everybody's getting it, even the Titans are getting it, okay? And you know, that's kind of what happens. But yeah, that fight when you're fighting Poseidon is absolutely intense, especially the part where you literally kill him. Like, that's one thing that God of War is really good at, especially the older one. You know, the newer one is not as bad. It's a little toned down, but you know, it's because of the fact that it's very different in theme. But you know, this man, the OG God of War was, whew, that boy was trying to murder everyone. And so you're just going to town on him. And I love like the point of view, you know, it shows you what Poseidon is seeing and how you're just getting demolished. Like, you're just getting tore up. You are getting annihilated. And then, you know, he ends up killing him, and yeah, that's basically what happens. You know, this kind of stuff got me thinking, like, man, why isn't there more ports from the PS3 era? Like, most of these games look really, really good, you know? I mean, we've obviously seen The Last of Us was one of those, and, you know, they went too far with it, which is good because I love The Last of Us. But it got remastered on the PS4, and then it got remastered again on the PS5. Like, it's just gotten the best treatment ever. But, you know, that's the same thing with the Kingdom Hearts games. You know, they were originally on the PS3, but then, you know, they got ported over to the PS4, and then we got the whole collection, and we got all of these games, and they just look really good. Like, yes, they're PS2 games and stuff like that, or they're PS3 games, but they look amazing. And I'm just like, man, there is so many games that are on the PS3 and, you know, even the Xbox 360 that for whatever reason they just haven't done anything with, and I don't get it. I don't understand why. I mean, I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that it's kind of difficult to, you know, port them over or to remake them or remaster them. But man, like, it just makes so much sense for them to do this because they are so good. And, you know, for the most part, it looks like it should be something simple. Or slap on 4K textures, you know, ray tracing, all that good stuff. That's the same point that I was trying to make when I was talking about the Infamous games, which is insane because Infamous 1 and 2, you know, Infamous 1 is a little bit rough. It needs a lot of work. But, I mean, Infamous 2, come on. That game is just perfect, okay? Make the game 4K 60, you know, ray tracing, all that good stuff, and make Cole a little easier to control. That's all we really need, you know? It's not that much. Heck, even Call of Duty decided to do this when they remastered Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. And, you know, if you're still trying to remaster things, why don't you remaster Black Ops and Black Ops 2? I mean, we need that dubstep back, alright? We need those games back. So get that done. All in all, I say this to say this. I hope and I wish that we get more remakes and remasters from the PS3 era. I mean, there's some truly iconic games that, you know, they just kind of need a little bit of polishing. I mean, Santa Monica just went absolutely insane when it comes to God of War. They truly did try to make the best game that they could make at the time, and I truly believe that this is exactly what they did. They went all out, they put all the cards on the table. You know, they tried to do the same thing with Ascension, but it didn't work out. But they did it. They did their best, and the game truly feels like that. It doesn't feel like a PS3 game, honestly. It plays like one because it kind of, you know, it kind of has that vibe going for it, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like a PS5 game, honestly. It feels like a really good AAA PS5 game, which is insane because we have God of War and God of War Ragnarok. Unbelievable. Alright guys, that is the end of the video. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this. Have you guys played God of War 3? Have you played the remastered version? Have you thought about playing it? When was the last time you played it? If you did play it, you know. Let me know in the comments section. And as always guys, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace! You know, the only thing that sucks about playing God of War, or you know, the older God of Wars, is, you know, they got a couple inappropriate moments in that game, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I've had to press the pause button a couple times, and I've had to tell the kids to go upstairs because, you know, Medusa is out, and, you know, she's got the you-know-what's out. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm really glad they cleaned up God of War. Made it a little more family friendly. We don't need any of those scenes in the game. We never did. Alright, bye.